searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
What is up, my friends, and welcome back to the lounge. It has been a minute since I've done a video on here. Well, it's been a little while. I've got a guest with me too, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
It's a late night, and I appreciate you coming up and hanging out with me, but I know that you like to get into some of these discussions, and I've got a very interesting one on the table tonight. It's something that we see all the time, and unfortunately we even deal with some of these unfortunate behaviors even within the blind community, with even BVI pilots, even it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
They're just ridiculous behaviors, in my honest opinion. They're childish.
So the thing is this. It's not anyone else's fault that you or me or anyone else was born blind.
Yep.
It's not. It's just not. And sad but true, folks. Some believe it is. Some
It is
wake
sad.
up every day angry, mad at the world,
Yep.
and no matter
Thinking the
what you
world
say,
owes them something.
yeah. And no matter what you say or what you do, will not change anything.
Nope.
You know, you're a part of the simming community. I'm a part of the simming community, and we do our best to get along with everybody.
Yeah.
But sadly, we've even run into some brick walls within that.
Which is ridiculous.
All because, I think, Brandon, what is your thought about, do you think sometimes it's probably because of the way they were raised in such a sheltered life that anything outside their box is just not normal? And
Oh, yeah. I think, unfortunately, some have that attitude because their parents or family members who raised them basically told them, it's sad to be a poor little blind person.
right.
You need to be angry at the world. The world owes you everything because you're blind. And I'm sorry, that's just not the case. Now, do I like being blind? No.
No.
But I have to deal with it every day. Because
But we
I
are.
was born with it. I have to live it. So.
I and a lot of people that know me on the lounge know that, I've done a lot of motivational speaking, a lot of, self-esteem stuff to help, other people feel better about who they are and where they're going in life. And, I've done the mindset exercise podcast, which is really good. It really does work. Those that did it, they've changed drastically. Their life has changed. drastically. But you got to come out of that box. You got to come out of that sheltered box at some point, because eventually there won't be anything on the outside of that box waiting on you. You know, I know a lot of people that.
I gotta be honest as well. I think sometimes too, organizations we have in this country who are supposed to help blind people, they feed into that negativity too, and then they teach others, hey, the world is against us. They owe us everything because we're blind. I think that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, listen, folks. Y'all have heard my stories on the lounge. You know the things that I've been through, and I'm not claiming to be somebody perfect, because I'm not. I've had my faults. I've made my mistakes. I lived my wrongs.
So have I.
You know, when I was younger, you know, I did pot. I drank. I thought the world was against me. I thought everything was against me. I didn't like being visually impaired. I didn't want nothing to do with being around anybody visually impaired. I didn't believe in being disabled. You know, but my life was no beauty pageant. It wasn't no walk in the park. But I came to a reality fixed moment in my life when I stopped and I said, this has got to change. I have got to change. You know, a lot of times people think, you know, we need to change the environment and that will help us change. No. See, we're never going to change the environment. We don't change the environment. The environment changes us.
I'm just going to put it out there. Unfortunately, we have a blind person out there named Molly Burt, who unfortunately has that mindset where the environment needs to change for us because of the fact that we do have visual impairments. That's the wrong way to go about it. And
hold on. Is this a YouTuber?
Yes.
Does videos about being blind and
how the world needs to adapt to that fact. Yeah, she's very ridiculous.
And what is her theory, that the world needs to adapt to us?
Her theory is, we're blind, the world needs to adapt to us. Why should we have to do things like take photos and adapt to the sighted world when they need to adapt to our way? No, I'm sorry.
That's not the way it is.
That's not the way it is, folks. You got to live in the real world and live around.
You got to meet in the middle, okay? You got to meet in the middle with a lot of different things.
Yeah, you do.
You know, when I started college, I mean, let's just throw the special accommodation law. Let's just put that to the side for now. Because no matter what, I get special accommodations. But when I started college, I met in the middle with instructors. They met me in the middle. I didn't expect them to come to my desk and say, you know, I didn't expect them to come to my desk and
Johnny, what can we do to help you? Is everything okay for you? You want us to bring you need a glass of water? You want some food?
No, that's not the way it works. Communication is number one, but you got to go to the middle, folks. Don't expect the world
think
just to
that's-
drop to their knees because you're blind or because we have a disability. Does it suck? Yes,
Yeah,
it does suck. Okay, and we got to live with that every day. Every day that we wake up, we have got to live with the fact that we have a disability and there are things that we cannot do.
Yep.
But with the right mindset, your life can be beautiful, even the way it is right now.
I try to focus on the things that I can do versus what I can't do as a person with a disability. Like, I'll give you another example of that, John. So, sometimes I like to post photos to my Facebook page and whatever, yada, yada, yada. I've had a few people who are blind and they'll come to me and they'll be like, well, what's the point in you posting photos to your Facebook since you can't see them?
Brandon, I told you about
And
posting nude pictures on Facebook. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't do that. No, but my point being, and I've told them, I said, look, whether you want to deal with the reality of things or not, the sighted world goes by photos and things you post on Facebook, like photos and stuff like that of things you're doing. And I, for one, don't want to stick out and be like, oh, look, I'm blind, I can't post a photo. No, I'm sorry. I like to meet people in the middle. If you want a photo, fine. I don't care. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
why
that's
not?
all part
Just
of
'cause you're
kind of
blind
going
doesn't
in the
mean you
middle,
can't
right?
participate in the world. Yeah.
That's all part of meeting in the middle and saying, hey, I know that, you're not going to understand all the stuff that I do in my life, but I'm going to make it a little easier for you as well, and I'm going to share a picture with what I did today
I
or
love
where I'm
taking
at.
photos whenever I can.
I always said, from every time I've done a speech, the very first thing that I talk about, number one on my list, is communication.
Yep.
If we can communicate and appreciate and affiliate the reality of meeting in the middle, life's not that bad. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
that bad.
I'll straight up ask somebody, like, if I don't know what something is on my Facebook page, like I'll see something posted as a photo, I'll be like, hey, can somebody please tell me what this is in this photo? Oh, sure, I don't mind at all, no problem. But you can't be closed-minded to be like, well, I'm blind, I can't see, so why should I do things and share photos and do things like that? Come on. That's just a narrow-minded way of thinking and not being participatory in the real world. And I think just because you have a disability doesn't mean you shouldn't interact with the rest of the world and shut yourself away.
We are visually impaired, and you're one of my good friends. Another guy that's a good friend of mine is Declan, and all three of us, well, there's a bunch more, but I'm just going to use this three as an example. All three of us have been blind our entire life. Okay? And we are flying airplanes in a simulator every day, just like decided.
A real pilot.
Now, the way we get the information, that's different. But the way we activate and deactivate and authorize and deauthorize and all these things that we do it
It's
just
the same.
like they do. One day I'm taking off. I'm in California, airport code LAX, Lima, Oscar X-ray.
Actually,
And-
be Lima Alpha X-ray.
Well, Lima, whatever. I'm going down the runway, and my buddy said he does ATC over there. And, you know, he had messaged me. He says, it's always so cool watching you take off. And I'm going down the runway. I get to 140 knots. Nose comes up. Plane lifts up. Gears go up. And I jet off into the sky. And he said, I said, what's so great about it? He said, because if I looked at that airplane and didn't know your situation, I would have no way to know that you were even somewhat visually impaired.
You know, I've gotten that compliment from people too. And somebody on one of my streams one day who tuned in as I was coming in for a landing with a freeware aircraft, because I had nailed it dead center on the runway, they had thought that I had been in the Air Force, and I said, no, I just have a visual impairment and I just love flying these aircraft. And they basically said,
Well,
had you not told me that, I would have never.
if you recall when we
Thought
did an
they-
event that one time, we came in, all of us were so perfectly lined up when we
Yeah.
came in. Remember, we was all like perfectly in
We were
like
in that diamond pattern.
in a diamond pattern, and here we come in, landing one down, next one down, next.
Yep.
It's all about, you know, again, there are so many ways that you use mindset. Use your mindset to, you know, become a better person, to feel better, to do better, to understand better, to organize better,
Yep.
to communicate better, to learn better, to invent better. All these different things that we do every day to make our life a little easier.
Yeah.
Folks, this is all I'm saying. I get it. It sucks. And I know
It does suck.
I know that you feel bad. I know that you're upset. I know that you're angry with the world. But why wake up every day with that darkness around your heart? Why wake up every day knowing it's going to be you being angry and frustrated with the world when all it takes is for you to make some changes? I want you to listen to that one more time. All it takes is you, singular, to make some changes to make your life a lot better. I wasn't always just polite and calm and collective.
Neither was I.
No, you've came down a lot since I've known you. You know, this is no pity party for me, but when going through college had been the most toughest time of my life. But guess what? I'm about to be done.
And you'll be a better person for it.
In a few more weeks, I'm about to be done. And I want to remind you guys something about the whole college thing. About all of it. The things I own today and the college situation. All that stuff came from one thing. And that's me creating goals in my life and following through.
Yep.
If you remember, Brandon, I talked about goal setting and how to do
Yeah.
goal setting and how to follow through. It
Yep.
really does happen just the way I talk about it.
It does.
You create your goals and you follow them. You don't put them off to the side saying, oh, nah, I'll get that in a few more days. Because then you never get it done.
Matter of fact, speaking of that, I've got one set right now. I'm looking to move here pretty soon. So, and we're just about on the right track for that. I'm waiting for a call back from the complex I'm looking at. Hopefully I'll hear something probably Monday. And hopefully we'll get a moving date. So,
You know,
there you go.
tomorrow evening, at some point,
Mm.
I'm going to be going live on the lounge again right here, and I'm going to go through the process of goal setting and also talking about mindset. I'm telling you guys, you can ask Brandon or anybody else that knows what I'm
Yep.
talking about.
It works.
If you follow it and you do it to a T, I'm telling you, your
It
life
works.
will change for the better.
Yep.
I hate seeing that we've got so many negative people within the blind community, but it's a reality. But you know
Yeah.
what? They're not going to bring me down.
Nope.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to bring them up. And sometimes there's people you can't help. You know, just the other day, I tried to get a message to somebody that had a negative attitude, and they still insisted that they wanted to continue to have that negative attitude. Well,
That's fine.
that's okay, but it's never going to change for you.
Nope.
So be positive, you guys. Be positive. Not all this. I just don't get it. Life's too short for all this hate and anger and bullying. Something else that I really can't stand. I don't have the chat on right now. If I did, it'd probably be getting some of
They'd
them
probably be
trolls
getting
that
trolled.
love us so much. Those trolls
Yeah.
just love us so much.
Boy, they sure love us on BBI pilots, don't they?
I think it's something about my sexy voice. They just love it. So they gotta, come over there and pick on us and try to be little stinker booger butts. Little stinker booger butts. That's gonna be their name. You little stinker panker booger butts. That's what you are. But remember, when you pick on us like that, you're not making us mad. No.
You're getting us more views, bitch.
Oh boy, he said a bad word.
Yeah, he
Shame,
did.
shame. But anyways,
my bad. Sometimes, voices come up and I can't do nothing about it. No, but seriously, I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about it. Tomorrow night I will be back on here. I'll probably bring Brandon back as a guest because we can keep a conversation going. There's a lot of things that we could talk about. I just got to think about the way to present some of these topics because I don't want to make nobody mad. But, well, the truth is the truth and facts are facts. And,
I think, unfortunately, with some of these topics, sometimes, there's no easy way to get around it without making someone mad because maybe they're mad because they know the truth about themselves.
well, you know what they say, the truth hurts.
Exactly.
that is so true. Who asked you? Shut up. Dang on, little mini me. No, it's true.
It's absolutely true.
I remember, and then we're going to end for tonight, but I remember trying to talk to that Molly or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Molly
even
Bird.
respond. Molly.
Well, all I got to say to you is the world doesn't owe you anything.
You're a naughty, naughty girl. Naughty, naughty. Naughty Molly. Molly Naughty Pants. Thinking the world owes you. Shit, they don't owe you damn thing.
Better behave, or I'm gonna spank that ass.
Oh my God, gotta act silly sometimes. What can I say? No, but like I said, just think about it, people. I mean, there's things that you can do that you'd feel so much better about yourself than feeling angry and hateful all the time.
Yep.
And I get it, things happen, and you don't always understand everybody's situation, but we understand it from a certain perspective.
Yeah.
Like being blind, for example. We understand that. But I don't agree with other blind
Trust me,
people
I don't
being
like.
hateful to the world because you're blind and you think that it's everybody else's fault. No, it's not even your fault.
Trust me. There are things I don't like about being blind, but I'm not going to let
Yeah, exactly.
that deter me. It's like, yeah, it sucks, but you can't do anything about it to change it. So,
Exactly. Anyway, tomorrow night, Brandon. Well, technically tonight, because it's already after midnight, isn't it? Yeah.
not here, no.
Let me see. Yeah, so technically tonight, not tonight, but tonight, later today, tonight. Let's come back on and, well, let's just tell it how it is. I mean, somebody's
Sounds
gonna
good
get
to me.
mad somewhere, but I won't
Hey,
use
you're
names.
just not going to avoid it.
I won't put names out there, but by the points that we make, yeah, you're gonna be able to take that hint on who you are,
Yeah.
and hopefully you'll get your shh together, because
Hopefully.
life's too short for that crap, people. I'm telling you, it's just too short. But Brandon, thanks for joining us here at the lounge. I don't think have you ever been a guest on the lounge? I don't think so.
I have. Yes, I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's
I
been a
have.
minute. It's been a minute.
I'm
But,
normally
guys-
on BBI pilots, but yes, I've been up here.
Yeah. But guys, we are back. I am back. The lounge is back. The lounge is open for service. I told you when I left it wasn't going nowhere. I'm telling you now, it's not going nowhere. Still got my moderators, Matter of fact, Brandon, you know who one of the mods is.
Yep.
Do you remember her name?
Shauna.
That's it, my man. Thumbs up to Shauna. Shauna, I hope you're doing good. Hopefully, life is going okay for you. We appreciate you. Brandon, I appreciate you coming on the show, my friend. And for anyone watching and you're not subscribed, tap on that subscribe button. Join us here at the lounge. And be sure to set your notifications to always so you're notified each and every single time that a brand new video is published.
Or we go live. You feel me?
Y'all take care. Brandon, thanks for coming on the show, man. We'll come back again tomorrow night.
All right.
And hopefully we don't break too many hearts.
Yeah, well. If we do, we do. We can't help that. Then go Dr. Phil.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shame. the aimless, I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth